Pantera by Demons Be Driven. Alright, a lot of fun chug practice with this one. A few different sections and a little bit of a solo in there. I'll jam through each one of these sections for you real quick, and then I'll come back through, give you all the details in the walkthrough. Do me a favor, hit that subscription button. Be helping out the channel, helping me out a ton. I'd appreciate it. Alright, so let's just dive right into this and get cranking. Okay, so for starters, we have basically just the intro main riff. I mean, this is the chorus riff, intro riff. And like I said, this is just a lot of kind of just chug stuff going on. But it's really fast picking too. So we're going to come up here and just hit a bunch of opens in a row. And you're going to want to get this, okay, about that speed. Just that quick down up alternate picking style. Okay, and then of course dump the gain on. Okay, so we're just lightly palm muting and lightly palm muting an open E power chord. All right, and we're gonna reel off about 7 of those, and then just finish on just an open, unmuted power chord. Okay, so it's like a quick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, boom, hit the open. All right, but the trick is just getting up to speed with it. Something like that. Okay. All right, and once we hit that open power chord, we just cut it. Okay, and we do that twice, and then we're going to come up and do this bend, this big time unison bend, where we're going to be at the 7th on the G, holding the 5 on the B, and then we can go ahead and hit the open E under all that. Okay, so it's just a real slow bend on that 7. Okay, and you can come up with it, bring it back down a little bit, and then we're going to get back into our open chugs for 2 more times. Alright, and then we cap that off by doing this bit where we're going to be a power chord here on the 1st fret. Alright, so 1 on the E, 3 on the A, and we're just going to take that, hit it, slide it up 2 frets to the G power chord here at the 3rd fret, slide it back down, back up, and then back down. So slowly it's like, alright, just up, back, back. Alright, and that's basically that whole main riff. Alright, couple 2 open chugs, the bend, couple open chugs, and then that slide riff. All right, and a special note here that I put here on the end of, when we're first hitting that last open power chord. Okay, we're going to go through, for the chorus, we're going to go through this a couple times, but then after we go through it a couple times in the chorus, once we get to that chord, instead of just muting it immediately, okay, we're just going to let it ring. All right, so it just changes slightly there, so that's what's going on when you hear that. All right, so now let's just try this whole intro chorus pattern up to speed. All right, and the way we cap off that whole intro chorus pattern, we'll be going back to our slide riff, the 1, 3, 1, 3, back to 1, and then we just do this quick little pinch harmonic scale that happens. Okay, where we're going to come up to the 5 on the D, and then go 7A, 5A, and just be sure to give it plenty of pinch harmonic and vibrato going there. So it'd be something like this. Okay, we get into these verse sections, and this is really fun, just scaling around and stuff, and just sprinkling in pinch harmonics with this. And essentially, we're going to play through a certain amount of scaling here, and each section is just going to have a different ending, a slightly different ending. Okay, so this first time through, this whole run through right here will be good for the first time we go through it and the third time we go through it. It'll change the ending of the second and change the ending of the fourth time we do it. Okay, so as far as the first and the third time, we're going to start with an open E, then we go second on the A, slide that to 5, hit the 7, okay, then we hit an open D, come up and hit this pinch harmonic on a 5B. Okay, so it sounds something like this. Nice smooth little thing there. And then from there we come up and we go A string, we go 7, 6, 5, and then roll that from the E string 7, 6, 5. All right, and then we just kind of shift over from there and we go 3, 4, 5 on the E, 3, 4, 5 on the A. Just some fun little chromatic rolling around there. And from this point, this is where, each time we go through, it's going to vary. All right, so the first and the third time through, it'll be this, where we come up and we go 7, 5 on the E, and then do 5, 6, 7 on the E, hit the 5 on the A. So something like this. All right, so let's just do this whole run through up to speed now. Okay, second time through, like I said, everything's going to stay the same all the way up to the end. Okay, so we'll come all the way to our, after our 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, then we do our 7 to 5 E, and then we just jump up from here, go 5D, and go 7A, 5A. It's pretty much just like that thing we do at the end of the main riff getting into the verse. All right, so it just sounds like this. Okay, that little ending. All right, so just play this part 2 all the way up to tempo for you. Okay, so part 3, as I mentioned previous, is exact same as the first part. So you just throw that in there. And we'll get to part 4, where everything will stay the same all the way up to our, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5 scales on the E and the A. And then here, we do this little thing that's going to kind of segue us back into the chorus pattern. Okay, and it's just this little scale where we're going to go 2-1 on the A, 3-2 on the E, come down and hit a B power chord on the second of the A, 4 on the D, come up, hit the open E power chord, and then we just let that ring, and then we'll come up and hit some harmonics on the 9th fret of the D, G, B. You know, hit those, let them ring out and feedback, and just kind of give them some like whammy bar dips too. Okay, so just to show that ending, it'd be something like this. All right, so I'll just do the whole thing up to tempo for you. Okay, now into the solo. Pretty simple solo for Pantera stuff, but it's going to be bouncing around a little bit. We're going to come all the way up here. We'll be at the 13 on the E, okay, and we'll go 13E to 14B, move up to 15E, 16B, and then jump it up to 18E, 19B, and then bend that 19B. Okay, so it sounds something like this here. All right, and from there, we do that 3 times. Okay, and then we'll come down here, and then we do bends on the B and G of the 6. Okay, we bend that slowly, hit the 8s on the B and the G. Okay, and do that twice. All right, and from there, we'll bend 7 on the B. Bend it, release it, give it some vibrato. All right, in the next section, we do the same thing, those 6 bends to 8. Do that twice. And instead of ending on the bend of the 7B, we're going to end that on a bend of the 6D. All right, and we would do the entire thing twice. Okay, those high voiced parts 3 times, and then those 6 to 8 bends. We'll go through that whole thing twice. And after that, we just kind of come up high, give some feedback, some harmonics, all that good stuff. Okay, so just slide that D that we finished off of to 13, you know, give it some vibrato, maybe hit some of those 9th fret harmonics again with some whammy bar. Okay, something like this. That type of deal. All right, so let's just do this whole thing now up to tempo. Okay, and at the ending here, the outro, we're basically just doing those open chugs that we do in the main pattern, but we tack a few on here and there. Like we're gonna do, you know, the initial bit, all right, and then we do follow it with, you know, a slightly longer one. All right, we go back to about 7 of them again. All right, and then we cap it all off by doing an especially longer one where we just kind of add like 3 more, so we're doing like 9 or 10 of them. So it's just this slight like timing difference thing that happens. All right, so let me just do it up to tempo and you can kind of hear what I'm saying. Okay, just a slight addition of a couple chugs on there. Thanks for checking out the video, everybody. Like it, share it, leave a comment. It's always good to hear from you. Do me a favor and hit the subscription button. I put out a video pretty frequent, so you don't want to miss out on that. Check out the links in the description box below. I have really cool links for tablature books, all the gear I use, t-shirts, fun stuff like that. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.